Hello there. Today we're doing Mac Demarco, no doubt about it, off one way in G. So we're just gonna do the intro melody that's on a keyboard and the guitar chords that are underneath that melody as well. You'll probably notice if you try to play along to the song that the pitch is heavily altered. It's not really in tune with anything but itself. Obviously the track sounds fine. In preparing this lesson, I tried to detune my guitar to try and make it sound more like the track, but I don't think that worked. So I'm just back in standard tuning. I wouldn't recommend doing it either. Mac records on an analog tape machine, and I think he just alters the tape on the recording itself rather than the tuning of the guitar. So trying to emulate that by just changing the tuning of your guitar doesn't really sound the same. Anyway, let's do that melody. This is no doubt about it, baby. Keeping it Mac style. I love it. And here are the chords. Alright, so we're keeping it light and breezy as always. With these video lessons, short and sweet, doable, even when you don't have much guitar time. So here is the opening melody. So I should say, this song changes keys quite a bit, even just within this little intro piece, which I think is what makes it sound so interesting to listen to, and also gives it that sort of jazzy flavor. The first key that we're in, if we look at the descending melody, we are in A minor. Or relative major, A minor, C major. No sharps or flats in these keys. So yeah, maybe I'll put that in the notes for you. Okay. Yeah, so we start on the 12th fret. And we're just gonna go down the scale. 12, 12, 10, 8, 7, 10, 10 on B. 12, 10, 8, 7, 10, 10 on B. One thing I'm doing to kind of soften it and make it sound, I don't know, a little bit nicer is I'm picking every other note. So I'm going pick, hammer, or pick, pull off, and then pick, slide. Gotta pick these two because they're on different strings. Pick, pull off, pick, slide. If you ever want to sound smoother or softer with your guitar playing, taking away picking is definitely your main strategy. So considering that most of Mac's songs are quite smooth, you could say, softening it up makes a lot of sense. Okay, so that's the first half of the melody. Starts on 12, down to 7, back up to 10, 10 on B. Now the next part, we change keys. So first we were in A minor. We actually changed keys right here as well, but that's another thing. Now we're down here in G minor. As we end on G minor. move the whole, if we look at the chords we're playing underneath the melody, the first time when we start on 12, we play A minor and D. And then for the second melody, we just move these chords down 2 frets. So if we think, what's down what's down a whole step from A minor? We've got A flat, G. So we're G minor, key of G minor now. Relative major, B flat. Alright, so we start on 10, out of the camera's view. There we go, start on 10. So 10, 8, 6, 5, 8, 8 on B. 8 on B, that's the hook. So it's 10, 8, 6, 5, 8, 8 on B. Good. Okay, so we've got these chords, A minor and D, G minor and C. We've made it through the first time through the melody now. In the intro, we go through this whole thing twice. But the second time, there's a different ending. So let's say we just completed the first time through that whole melody sequence. Now we're starting it over, so we just play A minor and D again. And the melody's the same. We're starting on 12 again now. Now, just played A minor, D. Now the next chord is a fun new chord that I bet you've never played. Beautiful chord called E major 9. So, check it out. So here's how you play it. Put your middle on 7 of A, your index on 6 of D, your pinky on 8 of G, so 7, 6, 8, and finally your ring is probably already hanging right over the 7 of B. 7, so 7, 6, 8, 7. E major 9. Very common chord in bossa nova music, jazz music. This song has a strong bossa nova flavor, which is like the sort of the main cultural music of Brazil. You could turn the whole song into a bossa nova, actually. So yeah, we'll talk about that kind of strumming another time, I think. It's like heavily reliant on using, actually, usually people don't use a pick because they're just playing the rhythm guitar. I'm trying to get the guitar in the view, but here's what I'm doing. Basically using my fingers to grab the strings. So yeah, it's its own style, basically. It's really fun to play. Essentially, like your thumb is playing all the bass notes, and then your fingers are plucking all the notes in the rest of the chord all at once. So it has more of like a piano type sound, because the chords all happen at the same time, versus when you strum, you get this way you play. I think it's really cool sounding. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. So we go from key of A minor to G minor to E major. Woo! Super fun. All right, that was the intro to No Doubt About It. Baby, keep wanting to say that at the end. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.